Well, not a day passes by without we emulator fans getting bad news, okay? And today, after waking up, while I was calling for the internet, I saw this, article that says, the creator of Duckstation says, he's closing the app. And, it brings me, sadness because, we know that Duckstation is one of the best PS1 emulators out there. And for it to be closed means, problems for us emulator fans, So let's just get straight into it and learn more about why he's dropping this. He's no longer gonna be updating this app and shutting it down. I'm saying and let's speak about Duckstation shutting down. Okay, so this article is by Time Extension. It says creator of PS1 emulator Duckstation threatens to shut the whole thing down following license change. I don't appreciate the threat, so it seems the same thing that happened to the creator of IFA SX2, the PS2 emulator, it's now happening to the creator of PS1 emulator. Okay, he's now creating some death threats and stuff like that, so let's just read about it and see. It says PlayStation emulator Duckstation is rightly regarded as one of the best ways to play PS1 games on modern hardware, primarily because it's incredibly accurate, has loads of features, and offers an excellent level of performance. However, creator Stenzek I'm pretty sure I butchered that word, or Stenzek. What I'm pretty sure it's Stenzek, has recently made some changes to how Duckstation is distributed that have caused some drama in the world of emulation. As reported by Gaming on Linux, the emulator, which was previously open source under the general public license, was changed at the start of the month to a polyform strict license, and then a couple of weeks later to the CC BY NCND license, which I don't really know what that is, but we get to it. This means that Duckstation cannot be used commercially, and no derivatives are permitted. The emulator cannot be packaged up either. As you can imagine, this move has caused a lot of upsets in the emulation community, especially as Duckstation has evolved with help from many people. However, Stenzel claims to have the approval of prior contributors for this shift. In a statement issued on GitHub, Stenzel explained the reasoning behind the change. I'm well aware of how licenses work. That's why I changed, to make it very clear and a deterrent due to certain parties violating the old license by not attributing and stripping my copyright. Packages are being collateral damage was a beneficial side effect, considering they don't clearly mark their versions as modified. Break functionally and expect upstream to provide support. I have an approval of prior contributors, and if I did somehow miss you, then please avoid me so I can rewrite that code. I didn't spend several weekends rewriting various parts for no reason. I do not want a CLA because I do not agree with taking away contributors' copyright. Also, I don't appreciate the threats. If you are not a copyright holder, then you are not in a position to make any demands. I find it especially ironic considering when the GPL was sexually violated on multiple occasions, even as recently as a few months ago. Nobody ever takes issue with that. I've restricted the repository to prior contributors, and if they have any concerns, they are more than welcome to do so here. If this turns into harassment, then I'll just shut the whole thing down because I'm way too busy with my actual job to be dealing with unsustained trauma from a hobby that is supposed to be fun. Please consider how the community will benefit from that. Okay, so it seems like he ain't getting closed down. It's just that he renewed the licenses, he changed the licenses. So what I just wanted to do was to check this thing, that the CCBY license, which I don't really understand what it means. So I want us to check it out to see what does this license do. Okay, the D says that you are free to share, copy, and redistribute the material in any medium or format. The licensor cannot revoke these freedoms as long as you follow the license terms. Under the following terms: attribution, you must give appropriate credit, provide a link to the license, and indicate if changes were made. You may do so in any reasonable manner, but not in any way that suggests the licensor endorses you or your use. Non-commercial, you may not use the material for commercial purposes. No derivatives. If you remix, transform, or build upon the material, you may not distribute the modified material. Okay, so I feel like Man, I understand this lessons and stuff, like, well, like, you know what? I'm running out of words. You know what? Let's just see, like, what was his first license. So I'm see it. So it doesn't seem like the app is going to be shutting down. It's just that he changed some licenses, but he says that if people are continue to harass him, he might shut it down completely. So um yeah, it might not be a bad day because we're still gonna be able to enjoy PS1 games on Duckstation. I felt like it was gonna be closing down. So yeah, this is where I'm going to end it. Peace.